At the age of 18, I retired from a top-tier assassin organization and returned to my biological parents' home. To my surprise, the fake heiress had usurped my place and even staged a melodramatic act, pretending to be so distressed that she was hospitalized. In a fit of anger, my family threw me into the doghouse. The entire family cursed me. "Why did you even come back? Look how you've upset our precious daughter. Why didn't you just die out there? To us, you're just a stranger who happens to share the same DNA fragments. Leia is our only sister." But what they didn't know was that these petty tricks were child's play to me. When I was a mercenary in the tropical rainforest, the living conditions were far worse. Dampness, wild beasts, venomous insects, none of it scared me. This doghouse of a storage room was more than enough for me. I quickly cleaned up the room, knowing full well that in this family, this was just the most basic test. Their beloved adopted daughter Leia was discharged from the hospital, and everyone ignored me, their biological daughter. But what I didn't expect was my father summoning me to his room. He said to me solemnly, "Our family has had a marriage agreement with the Sawyer family for a long time. When my biological daughter comes of age, she must marry the youngest heir of the Sawyer family. In short, you are to marry Nicholas Sawyer." I knew of this man. He was the most notorious playboy. No loving parent would ever willingly marry their daughter to someone like him. I cautiously asked my father, "But Leia is your and mother's precious daughter. Why not let her marry him?" My father's expression darkened. "She shares no blood relation with the Anderson family. You are my biological daughter, and this duty of alliance falls solely on you." How ironic, the biological daughter lives in a doghouse yet must bear the responsibility of a political marriage. I knew the truth. They were afraid their beloved adopted daughter would fall into hell by marrying a playboy. As for their so-called biological daughter, if I truly died and descended into hell, it would only fulfill their wishes. Only by leaving this family would they remain whole. My father was in a hurry and arranged for me to meet Nicholas the very next day. When I entered Nicholas's room, the scene was straight out of an R-rated film. There were two people in the room. The young woman was stunningly beautiful with a flawless figure, her disheveled hair cascading perfectly over her snow-white shoulders. Even as a woman, I couldn't help but be captivated by her beauty. The only flaw was her presence in my fiancé's bed. Anyone could tell what kind of passionate battle had just taken place. As she got up to leave, I called out to her, "Miss, your underwear is on the floor." Nicholas watched me with amusement, unsurprised by his own notoriety. He asked me, "Aren't you angry seeing this?" "What scene? That I just slept with that woman?" "I know, and it's nothing. Marriage is a fair game. You're free to sleep with other women, just as I'm free to sleep with other men." This first meeting seemed to have won Nicholas over. He voluntarily gave me his phone number, saying I was the most unique girl he'd ever met. When I returned home, everyone was waiting to laugh at me. Gossip and scandal spread faster than anything, and they'd already heard about me walking in on Nicholas with another woman. The family's beloved adopted daughter Leia was already plotting her next trap. She called me to her room and began her performance. "Ah, this room. Mom and Dad insisted on decorating it like a princess's palace, but it should have been yours. You're the real daughter of this family. You shouldn't be living in that doghouse." I had no obligation to play along. I replied bluntly, "Really? Then I'll move my things in. I love this room. It's exactly as I imagined." Leia was visibly stunned. She hadn't expected such a direct response. At dinner, in front of the entire family, she delivered her final revenge. "Big sister said she doesn't want to live in the doghouse anymore and wants my room. I'll move out instead." The entire family glared at me with hostility. My brothers cursed at me. "What? You actually think you're the princess of this family? What right do you have to take Leia's room? Don't bring your dirty street tricks into our family." Facing their insults, I merely smirked. When Leia offered me her room, I'd already anticipated this outcome. This time, I wouldn't obediently walk into her trap. I pulled out my phone, ready to let my sister taste the bitterness of her own schemes.